Every time the ADARU is powered up, it has to be initialized so that it knows where it is and which way the aircraft is pointed. This is called alignment. The operator enters the latitude and longitude coordinates, and then the ADARU determines the aircraft heading. It does this by sensing the roll and pitch of the aircraft as it moves with the rotation of the Earth.
Sitting stationary on the surface of the Earth and pointed straight north, the ADARU will sense a roll to the right as the Earth rotates from west to east. If the aircraft were pointed due east, the ADARU would sense a downward pitch. There is actually a built-in correction factor that compensates for the rotation of the Earth. Otherwise, after 12 hours, the ADARU would think the aircraft was flying upside down.
I want to cast a little doubt on this entire system altogether. I want to cast a little doubt on this entire system altogether. I want to cast a little doubt on this entire system altogether.
We've dumbed things down now. We've dumbed things down now. We've dumbed things down now. Dumb.
Anyway, please don't use my name. I'd prefer you refer to me as Mac. I'm a career commercial pilot, and I'm currently serving as a senior captain on the B777 fleet of a flag carrier airline. He's not going to name which airline for obvious reasons. I came across your flat Earth clues recently and thought I'd share something with you. Before I do, I need to explain some technical details. I'll try to keep it short. Please bear with me. And I've read through this part already, and it's, you gotta listen. Try to listen closely. Keep in mind the details are pretty technical. Well, I will try to dumb it down if I can. So the ADIRU system, also known as the Air Data Initial Reference Unit, we pronounce it IDARU. IDARU. Oof, it's a horrible name. I'll keep trying. IDARU is the standard in modern avionics. It's at the center of a modern aircraft's avionics system. This has been the case for some 20-odd years and has replaced the old inertia navigation system, otherwise known as the INS, which was a standalone reference for the navigation computer. IDARU offers 1. Ring laser gyros. No more mechanical spinning discs on gimbals. The RLG are on a tethered or strapped down platform. Ring laser gyros. 2, the integration with other systems. IDARU provides a reference for other systems like the ADIs, weather radar, yaw damper, thrust control, etc. It used to be the case that all of these systems were independently referenced with dedicated gyros. And 3, much greater processing power. Whenever IDARU is started up, it needs to be initialized or aligned. This is where the system calibrates itself to the spin of the Earth to prevent drift. The procedure involves entering your latitude and longitude coordinates and commanding the initialization. During initialization, no systems that reference it can be on, and the aircraft must be stationary and stable. Even loading luggage or catering supplies can disrupt it and cause an error. This takes from between 5 to 17 minutes, depending on how far from the equator you are. In October of 2015, I was commanding a routine 6-hour flight. When it came to initializing the IDARU, it returned an error. This is not all that uncommon, and it usually takes on a second attempt. After a few tries, we just got the same thing, error. I called the tower, explained the situation, and they sent an avionics tech out. He ran his check in the avionics bay and said that it all checked out and that the fault was only with the initialization module inside the box. In this situation, they would normally just unplug it and slide a replacement box in there. However, it's a rare occurrence and has never happened to me. Unfortunately, there was no replacement available at this location. I called the company and reported the situation. After about 20 minutes, someone got back to me and advised that they could get a replacement box to me, but would take about 12 hours. Or, since my flight plan was not outside of ground radar coverage, I could use GPS as a primary reference and adjust the AIDA-RU's data via ATC manually and periodically to compensate for drift. I decided that the later suggestion was within safe limits and made the decision to continue. As instructed, I had my first officer regularly call ATC for ground radar positioning and make necessary adjustments to the AIDA-RU data. However, throughout the entire flight, and this was a 6-hour flight, no drift occurred. This was a real head scratcher, and since it's company policy and my personal policy to understand as much as possible about the aircraft and its systems, I wanted to know why. I talked to someone at our fleet maintenance department and was told that they didn't make repairs to any black boxes, and I should talk to the manufacturer. In this case, Honeywell. I contacted Honeywell and managed to talk to a senior AIDA-RU engineer. He was very helpful. It turns out they don't make the ACM, the alignment calibration module, which looks a bit like a desktop PC hard drive, painted bright orange with warnings printed on it, "Do not open, serviceable only by manufacturer." It turns out that there's only one company that supplies these modules to all avionics makers, and nobody else seems to know anything about their workings. I tried contacting the company and was just given the runaround. This is very strange since pilots are usually welcome anywhere in the industry. I could show up unannounced at Boeing and get treated like family. After a lot of digging, I found out that this mysterious ACM manufacturer is a contractor to NASA, and that's all I can find out. To date, I've been unable to talk to anyone there and still can't find out anything about this ACM. It feels like I've hit a wall, but I'm still digging. To be fair, I wouldn't describe myself as a flat earther. I'm just someone who wants this question answered. If there are any breakthroughs on this, I'll let you know. Feel free to use any of this on your show. Please remember to refer to me as Mac. I did consider allowing you to interview me, but this time I don't think I'm comfortable with that.
Two AIDA-RUs in the electronic bay simultaneously provide data to the flight deck, one for the pilot side displays and the other for the first officer.
This AIDA-RU unit that is manufactured by Honeywell is they have one component in it that is called it's the initial alignment unit, and I forgot exactly what the name of it is. But it's the module that does this alignment, this thing that takes all this time, right? And it comes to find out that there is one provider for all of these units for all industries, and it just happens to be a subcontractor of none other than NASA. NASA.
I talked to someone at our fleet maintenance department and was told that they didn't make repairs to any black boxes, and I should talk to the manufacturer. In this case, Honeywell.
They're sitting there and LeBron says, "Hey, Kyrie, is the earth flat?" You got to understand how much marketing power that had for us. Because, LeBron is paid millions of dollars if he even agrees to market, to endorse your product. He has to be paid millions of dollars, and even then, agents and contracts. We got him to do that for free. Marketing product.